Most of the times I'm shooting on those happy coastal scenes in the Algarve, but today we are doing it different. Today we are in Praia da Luz, one of the typical villages in the Algarve. I'll be shooting more of a kind of documental style of photography, which is a style of photography that I've been very interested lately. And I will try to catch as many stories as I can, any detail that catches my eye, any character. We've been walking for a few minutes and I've been seeing a lot of really cool perspectives, little stories, so let's try to catch that. So I've been shooting along of the main street that is all along the coastline of the village, and I've been getting some really cool shots, but I'm just experimenting, and this is how documentary photography goes. Just capture what happens, and later when you're back home you check all the photos and you remember the moments and you start building stories in between all the photos. But as I'm shooting, there's something that catches my eye, maybe because I'm mostly a landscape photographer, which is that big rock there. It's called in Portuguese Rocha Negra, and somehow I end up taking a lot of photos mixing the streets, the people, and still getting the rock formation there. It's just interesting how my brain connects the landscape photography and also this kind of documentary style of photos. But let's see how it goes. The light has been amazing. Actually, during winter, I think that the sun is a bit lower, so around 3 p.m. already the light starts to be really good until sunset time, which is around 6 p.m. today. And I've been just trying to immerse myself on all the atmosphere that is happening here. It's interesting to relax a bit on this type of photography and just to go with the flow. Okay, so now I will launch the drone to capture some of the landscape around Praia da Luz. And as I told you, I'll try to get some photos of Rocha Negra, the big rock formation on the other side. And I also noticed that there are some surfers on the water. Hopefully it would be cool to get some drone shots of them catching some waves. Let's see what happens. And that's it. I think I'm getting a really cool set of photos that is matching my expectations. Hopefully after, we still have time to go to a little spot that I had this idea for ages to go shoot a staged photo, a photo concept that I had on my mind. So see you there, hopefully. Okay, so now we are driving to the final spot, which I'm not sure if we will make it, but we'll still try it. I would like to keep talking about the documentary style of photos that I've been really enjoying doing versus the staged type of photos. As I was saying, there's neither a right or wrong way to do it. Just depends on the story and the message you want to convey. But I think it's always good to take in mind and be conscious when we are creating. In my case, of course, if I have a specific idea like the one that I'm going to try to execute now, it's good to try to visualize what's needed to establish the perfect idea that we had in mind. But that doesn't need to happen all the time. Sometimes I feel the need of just letting the flow of shooting just go and see what happens, because releasing that pressure on when you go shoot, that's when you come up with photos that make a story so unique. Sometimes my favorite sets of photos are the ones that I didn't plan, and those are the moments where again I just release all the pressure and I just go shoot as I'm feeling. And I think that's the pure magic of creativity. We came to the spot. Unfortunately, it was not possible I did my homework and apparently we had everything to work out, but the problem is that the tide it's actually low, which is very important to access places like this, especially here in the Algarve, that many places when the tide is very high it's impossible to get there. So the tide is very low, but the waves are extending too long, so they are covering all the sand area. Unfortunately, it's not possible to make this idea happen today. Hopefully you stay tuned for another video where I will be coming back here to make this idea work. At the end, it was a very good experience and I really want to keep doing this kind of photography because I just love the flow of it, and I have some other places around the Algarve where I want to do it, and also in other trips. So yeah, I hope that this little adventure inspired you to also go out, take photos, to find your creative flow as well, because I'm finding a new one for myself. Make sure to subscribe, and if you want to see all of these photos that I took today, make sure to follow me on Instagram. All the photos will be posted there, and see you next time. Nice!